Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm stoked that you're here because today we are tackling a topic that I've wanted to cover on this channel for a long time now, and that is resurfacing scratched games. Whether you're a video game enthusiast, a game collector, or a reseller, it's so painful to encounter really great games at places like yard sales or thrift stores, only to find that they're completely scratched to pieces and they're just not worth picking up on the shelf. Well, up until now, my solution for that has been the Disc Doctor repair system, and I say solution very lightly because while this does an alright job with resurfacing lightly scratched discs, this absolutely is not a solution for deeper scratches or really anything beyond little scuffs. This particular version that I have is battery powered. They do make a manual crank version, so I can't speak to that one. It does an alright job on light scratching, but anything beyond that, this isn't really gonna help you. So in an effort to come up with a solution that is better than that alternative, we've come up with this. An angle grinder, and this package of buffing wheels and compounds that we found on Amazon for a pretty decent price. All of this stuff you can probably source either locally on Facebook Marketplace or on Amazon for around 40 to 60 Canadian dollars. Now, as an alternative, I have considered using a bench grinder to attach the spinning buffing discs onto as an alternative, but I'm not sure how I like the idea about flexing the disc against an angle grinder, and I have concerns about the fact that I won't be able to see the scratch side of the disc while I'm pressing it against a moving buffing wheel. What for some reason felt safer to me was the idea of attaching a buffing wheel to an angle grinder and then buffing it on a surface where I can then rotate the disc and see if it's doing anything for the scratches that are on the disc. That was going so well. I have no idea how this one's gonna go. Right now, one thing I have not yet considered up until this point is how exactly we're going to affix the buffing wheel to the angle grinder. So that is going to be the first order of operations for this disc buffing adventure. The diameter of the fitting on the end of my angle grinder is much larger than the diameter of any of the wheels that fit on the buffing circle. This is going to be a problem. Okay, we got it. With a lot of work, it's on. With the stroke of luck, we've managed to get what is a pretty interesting setup for the medium buffing wheel that came with this kit. And I'm going to pick the weakest of the three buffing compounds, which the white diamond is coarser than red and is used for removing deep scratches from soft metals. We're going to try the brown and see what happens. Oh God, what am I doing? I just want to give you a quick look at the condition of this CD before we start grinding away on it and possibly do even more damage to it. In its current state is an unworking and totally scratched PS1 disc. Now, these are notoriously long-lasting CDs and can function with a ton of heavy scratching in them, but the black also just is a really great way to show just how beat up this one is before we get into it. Oh my God. Woo! Okay, that was an experience. Okay, wow. Oh boy. Well, I can't hear anymore, but I think we've buffed the disc. Yeah, that was interesting. First off, I'm covered in a lot. There's fiber all over the game room, like floating in the air and all around. That was interesting. I may have to downgrade to the slightly less abrasive buffing tool. The disc looks somewhat buffed. I'm going to give you a close-up of how that finish kind of made out. So at first I thought that we actually may have had this one back up and running, but back to the drawing board because we're stuck at the loading screen. It's possible we're under grinding it actually at this point. I still need to fine-tune the settings on the grinder before I give up on this one. Okay. Yep, that, yeah. We melted the disc, so don't use the orange grind wheel. It yeah. I think MLS Soccer Night, your days are done. Track and Field 2000 is our next victim, and I think the system I'm going to use for this one goes a little like this. Well, that looks really good too. Gotta find another disc. Oh, that hurt. This time around, we're gonna be trying a GameCube game, True Crime New York City. This one is absolutely scratched to pieces. All right, now is it perfect? No, not even close. But would it be possible to get really good at this system to a point where you could resurface discs and make them look nearly brand new again? Absolutely. I really do think that with a little bit of practice on discs that you don't mind destroying, you could absolutely learn to get really good at this technique. This is absolutely something that's going to require a lot more effort on my part. I would probably try using a bench grinder in the future. It would save me changing wheels on my angle grinder and be a lot less effort. Did we actually manage to get a game working? No, but we did learn a lot in this video. It is feasible that this could work, although we didn't get one working in this video. A little bit disappointing that I can't show you a working disc, but this is absolutely going to be something that I'm going to be working on in the game room. I'm not giving up hope on resurfacing discs on my own in the game room. If you have any pointers or do this at home on your own time, please throw it down in the comment section. I'd love to have a discussion going where we can help each other out and figure out how to get this system working. For those of you who are gonna ask, I do not have a local shop that I can pay to resurface discs for me. And if you have a lot of these that you want to do in your own game room, it is absolutely worth having your own setup, which I do, then trying to figure this one out is totally worth it. I would love for you to sound off in the comment section and let me know what you thought of this attempt. Did I absolutely mess it up, or am I onto something here? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks so much for all the likes, comments, subscribes. All that stuff goes a long way into helping my channel grow. Thank you so much, and I will catch you on the next one.